back at it. What's up, y'all? Got a ranking today for our all-time NBA players. First up, David Robinson. He was a bucket back in his day. So I'm gonna put him at, I'd say, let's put him at A tier. Next up, we got Allen Iverson, obviously A tier. I think that's Alex English. I see. Put Alex English at C tier. Larry Bird, obviously, he's at S tier. Bill Russell, he's S tier, 11 rings, or A tier. Let's put him at A tier. Who is this guy? I think that's Bob Cousy, but yeah, I think that's put him at D tier or C tier. This guy, he's trash. Put him at D tier. Charles Barkley, he was a bucket back in his day. Put him at A tier. Chris Paul, he's good, but comparing to all these all-time players, I put him at B. Steph Curry, S tier, easy. He's the best shooter of all time. Dwayne Wade, put him at S tier. One of the best shooting guards. Dirk Nowitzki, put him at S tier. One of the greatest power forwards ever. Dominique Wilkins, I think that is. Put him at A tier or high B tier. He was an underrated dunker. Julius Erving, I'm gonna put him at B tier because he was underrated, but he wasn't as good as these other players. Clyde Drexler, I'm gonna put Clyde at. Clyde was good back in his day. He was a really underrated dunker, but I'm gonna put him at B tier. Tim Duncan up next, probably the greatest power forward to ever play the game. I'm gonna put him at S tier, obviously. Put him at high S tier. This guy, I think it's Wes Unseld. He was a good power forward back in his day. Put him at higher B tier. We got Mikan, I think that's Mikan. I'll put Mikan at C tier. He was, yeah. I'm gonna put him at C tier. Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the greatest centers to ever do it, S tier. I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen this guy before. Put him at D tier. This guy, he's okay. He was okay. Put him at B tier or C tier. Isaiah Thomas, A tier. He was a legend. Jason Kidd, A tier. He was a legend. Actually, no, I'll put him at B tier. He's not compared to all these other greats. Jerry West. Put Jerry West at, let's put him at B tier just because he's the NBA logo. John Stockton, S tier. It's easy. He's one of the greatest point guards. Actually, let's put him out to high A. Kareem, obviously he's up top there. Karl Malone, one of the good centers of all time, but he's A. Kawhi Leonard's an A. Actually, no, put Kawhi at higher B. Kevin Durant, he's really good. He's put him at A tier. Kevin Garnett, put Kevin Garnett in A tier. Kobe Bryant, obviously he's S tier. LeBron James, S tier, easy. Magic Johnson, S tier, easy. I've never seen this guy before. I'm sorry, but I just don't know who this guy is. We got Michael Jordan up next. Put Michael Jordan at S tier because that's easy. I forgot this guy's name, but he was okay. I'd say he was okay. So let's put him at C tier, high C tier. We got, I think that's Oscar Robertson, I see. But Oscar Robertson, he was a triple-double, so A tier. Patrick Ewing, overrated, but he was still good. Ray Allen, he was pretty good. He was a really good shooter. Put him at A. Reggie Miller, another great shooter, so put him at lower A. I forgot this guy's name, but he's okay. He was alright. We got Scottie Pippen up next. He was Jordan's teammate, Jordan's sidekick, put him at A. Shaquille O'Neal, best center of all time, put him at S tier. Steve Nash, S tier, easy. Gary Payton, S tier, easy. Paul Pierce, put Gary Payton down there. But Gary Payton's still S tier. Paul Pierce, he was a bucket, but he put him at high B tier. Vince Carter, probably the greatest dunker of all time, but his longevity, put him at A tier. We got Walt Frazier next. Walt Frazier was really underrated. He doesn't get really talked about much. So that's why I'm going to put Walt Frazier at lower B. I forgot this guy's name. This guy was really good, so this guy was okay, actually. So put him at lower B. Wilt Chamberlain, easy, as S tier. Scored 100 points and broke multiple records. Has multiple MVPs as well. So it just repeats from there, it repeats again, so I'll see you all in the next vid.